Hey folks, welcome back to another Poem Master video, and as usual, let's get our daily discounts in. First, on the Volkner banner, which this is gonna be the last chance. I mean, if there's no Volkner, and there's no Volkner, well, rip. I guess we're not getting Volkner then. Yeah, well, hopefully I get it in the near future. I don't know, on some other banner, but looks like we're not getting him here, unfortunately. Man, 3 out of 5 Volkner would have been so fun. Oh well, I have to save it for Halloween, man. Oh. What could this be? Wait, what banner am I even summoning on? I don't even know, is this Grimsley one? Give me some Grimsley tickets or my low tick tickets, that would be nice. Please? Because I got a Clement one yesterday, if you guys didn't see. Ah, come on. Oh, it sucks. Because if we did pull like a Grimsley or my low tick, we would have gotten the extra power-up tickets, which are really, really good, right? I got a Clement yesterday, and now my Clement is at 3 out of 20, which is pretty cool. I personally do like this mechanic a lot, especially, you know, in terms of just doing dailies and all that stuff. Oh, can we get another one? Oh, please don't be Elisa's though. If I get Elisa's, that's kind of pointless because I already maxed her out. But I did already talk with DNA about maybe, you know, exchanging the extra power-ups for you know, other stuff in the future, because I mean, if you max them out, another Caitlyn, what are the chances? She's not even featured. We got like 2 off banner. What the heck? Anyways, that was weird. Can we get a featured 5-star here? Wow. Okay, I haven't gotten like a 5-star on daily discounts in like a very, very long time, and we're just getting them all today, eh? We're just getting them all today. Okay. All right, blue, please. Blue, please. Yes, we got 3 out of 5. 4 out of 5, I guess. Singsu blue. Oh, that's nice. That is very, very nice. Okay, I'll take that. That's nice. That's nice. Unfortunately, I couldn't get Volkner, but well, we got blue. Anyways, back to the topic we're going to talk about today. So you guys already checked the news. The Battle Villa reset for one. And this might be the last Battle Villa that we're going to play as we know it, right? Because there are changes coming to Battle Villa. And honestly, here's the thing about this notice per se, right? Not the update. It doesn't really tell us too much. and you know, I already talked about this on Twitter. Like, don't overreact to this. Like, it barely tells us anything, honestly. Like, this has like almost no information other than the fact that the villa's getting updated and we get like full recovery items that we get every day for Villa. Everything else is very, very unclear, and we'll go over it. Like, personally, you guys know, right? I've talked about this a lot. I don't like Battle Villa. I do not like Battle Villa at all. Pretty evident. I almost never upload any Battle Villa videos. I think personally, you know, it's a very. It was fun at first. When it first came out, it was super, super fun. You know, a new way to play the game, all that stuff. Use your sync pairs. And then it just got very, very, very tedious, and it just started to become a chore, which I know a lot of, you know, other people also do share that sentiment, and obviously DNA heard that feedback, and which is why they're trying to change it, right? Again, we don't know the details of the changes yet, but they're changing it, right? Yeah, so, you know, personally not a fan of Battle Villa. I just don't really like the concept of Battle Villa overall. Like the whole thing about Battle Villa is, oh, you gotta conserve your MP, you gotta conserve, you know, watch out for your HP in terms of, you know, the sync pairs that you're gonna use every single day. And I just like full force battles, even legendary arena, which I'm not a huge fan of overall, but I still like it better than Battle Villa or the new Champion Stadium. I just like those modes just much better than Villa, because like I want to use my sync pairs at full, you know, at full power, right? I don't want to, you know, conserving sync or conserving MP thing is really lame. And it makes a lot of sync pairs just not as good, right? A really great example would be, you know, something like a Blue, right? Blue's a great striker, but He's just not that good in Villa because of the fact that it doesn't have MP refresh yet. It doesn't have a grid, right? A lot of other, gridless strikers, or not even just strikers, supports, techs, whatever, right? They do have that issue. Well, not so much techs, because gridless techs usually just can't do anything either way. But anyways, yeah, you guys get the point. Not a fan of Villa. Same thing every time. And also way too long. 30 stages. They do give a decent amount of, period to do it, but like it's just so, it's boring, repetitive, and again, the biggest, the term I see the most used, and that I do agree with a lot is, it's a chore, man. It is a chore every time. It's like, god, the thing refreshed again. I gotta do this. Pretty lame. And just like it doesn't even really encourage you to use like very creative teams. Like every team is just like, oh, how can I build my team to conserve the most MP? Which again, not a fan of. So I'm glad they're reworking Villa. I'm definitely glad they're reworking Villa. But again, before we jump to any conclusions, we'll have to see what these reworks are. And speaking of, let's talk about it and let's go over what they have, on print right now so far. Villa will be updated in version 2.20 update scheduled for the end of October 2020. So we do have a day for the next update. Not that this is a surprise. I mean, they usually update it at the end of the month, right? The following changes will be made to the Villa as a result of this update. But also, they usually don't use the word update when we're just talking about data download. So maybe this does entail that there would be a semi-major update that would not only, give us, because usually what we do get from data download is just next month sync pairs, what events, right? But if they are going for a version update, usually there are some more stuff in there, right? In terms of either it's like UI stuff, QL stuff. I mean, it'd be pretty nice if they add the select multiple and the synchro thing, right? Among other stuff, adding new modes. That's what they need when they're going for a whole version update, right? So I'd expect a lot more stuff, coming to the game next month in general. Anyways, as for some other stuff, alright, following changes will be made to the Villa as a result of the update. Update details. They say details, but don't get too excited. There aren't too many details. The Villa will no longer be held on a continuous basis. A separate notice will be sent out whenever it is available. I like this. Again, we don't know the details, but that implies that it will not be on a continuous basis. That is as much as known, right? So there will be breaks in between Villa, so it doesn't feel as tedious, right? Which is nice. Again, this could go both ways. This could either be, oh, we're going to shorten the duration of each Villa. Right now it's around 2 weeks per reset, right? We're going to shorten each one, and we'll give, like, instead of 2 a month, we're going to give you, like, 4 a month. Which, in my opinion, would be disastrous. Or it could go the other way, which I think is more likely due to the time constraints. But again, we don't know, right? Or you could go, instead of 2 per month, we'll just do, like, once per month, and there's going to be a gap in between, right? Which I would personally much more prefer, because again, not a fan of doing Villa in general, right? Moving on, the final milestone rewards will be discontinued due to the removal of the continuous challenge period. What? I don't, like, here's the thing. In terms of this part, it doesn't really make sense. Like, it says due to the removal of the continuous challenge period. What does the removal of the continuous challenge period have to do with the final milestone rewards? I don't get it. If anyone's smarter than me and knows what this means, let me know, because I don't get it. What do these have to do with each other? Like, if you're going to remove the final milestone rewards, just say you're going to remove it. Why does it... I don't get it. I don't get it. Why does it say due to the removal of the continuous challenge period? I don't even know. Or, okay, I guess maybe they're implying that, and again, I don't want to read too much into this. We don't know any details. We barely know any. I guess that means, are they gonna like just give us like very, very different battles every time? Sort of like, you know, full force battles in a sense, right? Every time they give us a different one. Is that what they mean? I mean, that would be good, I guess, or better. I don't know. Anyways, moving on to coincide with these changes, some of the completion rewards will be adjusted. So again, we don't know what that means, but probably means, you know, they'll just put all the rewards that are lost on that end into the completion rewards, right? But again, we don't know the details exactly, and this is like my major problem with this thing, right? Because once this came out, like, people just exploded online, right? You know, talking about, oh, they're gonna decrease more rewards or whatever, which there's no evidence of. and I'm not saying that's like good or bad. It's just like this letter or this notice is very, very unclear, and that's honestly my biggest problem with this. Like, you put this out here, and why don't you clarify? Right? Why don't you make it more clear what exactly is going to happen? Maybe it's because maybe they want to talk about it more in the next dev letter, which should be coming sometime soon, right? It probably tomorrow, day after tomorrow. You know, probably, if I were to guess, probably sometime this week, right? And could also be end of the month, which happened last dev letter as well. But yeah, very, very likely, I'd say, you know, this week, right? Maybe they'll talk about it more in the next one, but like, I don't get it. Like, why are we? It's very, very unclear what's going on, right? Because people are worried. People are genuinely worried if rewards are going to get decreased or increased, right? Because, well, I don't think anyone's worried about it getting increased. People would generally be happy if it were increased, but, yeah, there's no clarification, on if it's going to be increased or not, right? So I don't know, because and here's the thing that we do want to that I do want to mention as well, like in terms of rewards, right? Like if they increase like the overall rewards of each period of the Battle Villa, I don't think, like, I personally don't really care, because I think the more important metric would be the reward per day, right? Because they could increase the overall rewards of the villa, right? But still have it less because they run, you know, villa less frequently, right? Which again, I would prefer if they run it less frequently, but I wouldn't prefer if they decrease the rewards, and you know, because of that though. So I think the more important metric, which people aren't talking about enough, is people are, you know, more so talking about the overall rewards, is that the rewards divided by per day, right? Which is what, point something? I don't even know. But yeah, again, we don't know what's gonna happen to the rewards yet. I do, you know, want to caution people: don't jump to conclusions. You know, don't preemptively get mad or upset about something that we don't even know what's going to happen to it yet, right? It's only hurting yourself, right? But yeah, my main issue with this thing is it's incredibly unclear what is going on. Like, they're supposed to give us details, and these details aren't very detailed. Yeah, that's like in my opinion, it's the overarching issue that we've talked about this, you know, before, right? In another separate video, is that the messaging has not been good. They did, however, I do have to mention, they did post on social media, I think yesterday, the day before, about, you know, them hearing our feedbacks about the rewards being relatively low, and all that stuff, and I'm sure they'll make adjustments later on. We'll just have to see what that is eventually, but I don't know. Anyways, last part. Full recovery feature will be added that lets you freely recover HP and moves, as well as reset your sync pair roster. You receive 1 use of the full recovery feature each day, and you can use it whatever you like. Receives that reset each day. You can only store one use of this feature at a time. If you receive your next full recovery before you use your current one, the number of available uses will not increase. With the implementation of this new feature, the automatic daily recovery and reset will be removed. Okay, this makes absolutely no sense. This makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, what? Okay, so they're giving us a treat. Is it called a treat? Feature. Okay, they're giving us a feature that fully recovers the MP and HP. And honestly, this is more the more interesting part to me personally. So they're giving us a feature that resets the MP units and HP of all our sync pairs every day at reset. But they're removing the daily reset? What's the point? What is the point? I don't get it. Like, the difference is relatively small. Like, the only the upsides, again, the upsides of this are relatively small. The major upside is on day 1, right? On day 1, you get that reset. Basically it's like you get 2 days in one, right? And the other thing is, okay, if you use, some teams or some sync pairs the day before against the villa stages and all that stuff, and then they didn't get taken out, and then you can continue using them the next day or until however long you wish before you reset them. You get more control over that. You get, obviously overall this is a positive, right? This is a positive. It's gonna obviously make the villa even more easier, I guess. But it just felt like slightly unnecessary. I mean, I'll take it. It just feels slightly unnecessary. Anyways, moving on. The amount of treats that can be obtained at the start of the Battle Villa or as bonus rewards will be increased. That's cool. I mean, they're just making Battle. It does seem like they're making Battle Villa easier. So are they gonna like shorten the period and give us like more villas? I don't know. There's stuff hinting at either direction, right? So again, do want to remind people, don't jump to conclusions, right? Before we get full details. Level requirement to unlock slot. Okay, no one cares. All right. Let's see what else. In conjunction to the update detailed above, the current Battle Villa content will be discontinued from the following date, the 26th. So hey. Does that mean the 26th will be our next update date? Maybe. Maybe. All right. Separate notice will be sent with more information regarding. Okay, we are getting a separate notice. Okay, thank goodness. Oh my god. Okay, please be more clear. In the next notice. Found milestone rewards for the current Battle Villa can be obtained the next time Battle Villa is held. All right, makes sense. So for those worrying about the rewards this time around, don't worry, we're still gonna get the same rewards. So anyways, that's the gist of it, I guess. Again, don't read too much into it. I see a lot of people already getting extremely upset over this, even though we have zero evidence of anything it going either way, right? Which is ridiculous. I'm not saying getting upset is really, that's fine, normal. I'm just saying, in terms of the clarity of this message is kind of ridiculous. Again, personally not a fan of how they delivered the message. In terms of the content inside, we know almost nothing except for that feature that resets your sync pairs every day that you could use. And the skill level, no one cares about that again. And then the amount of treats that will be obtained at the start of the villa will be increased, and that it's not going to be continuous anymore. Everything else, we don't have any evidence of. Yeah. I mean, my hope is that we don't they cut Villa, so we don't have to do it twice every month. 30, 60 stages total every month. I hope it's only, they turn it into once per month or whatever, right? I really not a fan of Belleville, as you could tell. But anyways, yeah, that's me with this one, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think, and you know what? Don't let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you guys have anything you want to say, go tell, you know, send feedback about it. Don't tell me about it. But yeah, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Acerola, Mimikyu, Hilbert Mariana, coming out tomorrow. So that should be fun. I will be summoning for those live when they drop. You know what? Let's do one last single envelope opener before we go. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. Anyways, have fun, folks. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't get too upset over this. Come on. There's already too many things to get upset about in this world. We'll see what happens.